It's on a roll with updated cars, with the new Megane hatchback joining the Scenic and Grand Scenic MPVs, and now this practical sport tourer. It's based on the common module family CMF platform that underpins various other Renault-Nissan Alliance models. It's built alongside the Cadre in Spain. Both longer and lower than the previous generation model, there is more width between the wheels front and rear, which contributes to its sportier stance. The Megane comes with a wide range of familiar diesel and petrols, while a sporty GT model sits at the top of the pile with unique looks, a powerful petrol engine and some clever four-wheel steering technology. It has some stiff competition, though. The VW Golf Estate, Peugeot 308 SW and Skoda Octavia Estate have the biggest boots in the class, while the Ford Focus Estate and Seat Leon Street are the best to drive. There's also the well-equipped Vauxhall Astra Sports Tourer to contend with. Style over space. The clue that the latest Megane Sport Tourer is more style-focused is in the name. Rivals like the Volkswagen Golf Estate and Skoda Octavia Estate don't have fashionable monikers and trump the Renault for outright space. A 521-liter capacity with the rear seats in place means the 2016 Megane Sport Tourer actually has a slightly smaller boot than the car it replaces. The seats do fold flat to reveal a large, square 1,504-liter load area though. Modern, tech-laden interior inside, the Sport Tourer has the same modern interior as the hatch. Even in entry-level Expression Plus trim it looks up-to-date and comes with lots of standard equipment, but it's as you move up through Dynamique, Dynamique S, Signature and GT line trims that you realize Renault has put a lot of thought into the interior design. It all centers on a portrait touchscreen on higher-spec models much like the Volvo XC90, with simple controls and neat digital dials in higher-spec cars. On the whole, quality is good, and it certainly looks and feels more interesting than plainer rivals. There's lots of advanced safety equipment on offer too, with lane departure warning, traffic sign recognition and automatic high beam available as standard. Features like adaptive cruise control, autonomous emergency braking and blind spot monitors also available. Efficient engine lineup. The choice of engines is shared with that of the hatch, meaning a selection of smooth and efficient diesel engines ranging from 110 to 130 horsepower for now, with a hybrid assist version of the former coming later. A more powerful 165 horsepower will also join the range further down the line. On the petrol front there's a 1.2-liter turbocharged unit available, while the top-spec GT comes exclusively with a 205 horsepower 1.6-liter turbocharged engine and a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox. To find out more, read on for our full Renault Megane Sport Tourer review. Punchy, efficient diesels manual and EDC auto available. Top-spec petrol is quick from launch. 2 diesels and 2 petrols are available in the Sport Tourer, with a higher-powered diesel coming in mid-2017. A hybrid assist version of the lower-powered diesel joins the range in 2017 too, which uses a battery to boost acceleration and efficiency. Petrol engines. All engines available in the Megane are ones found in other Renault cars. Petrol power comes from a 1.2-liter turbocharged petrol, badged T130. While a more powerful 1.6-liter turbo T205 powers the range-topping GT. The T130 is available with a choice of 6-speed manual or 7-speed EDC dual-clutch gearbox, while the GT comes exclusively with the latter. Performance fans will look to the T205, with a 0.62 mph time of just 7.4 seconds and a top speed of 143 mph thanks to its 205 horsepower and 280 Nm of torque. The T130, as the name suggests, comes with 130 horsepower and will complete the 0.62 mph sprint in 11.7 seconds when fitted with the EDC gearbox and onto a top speed of 122 mph. Diesel engines. Diesel fans are well catered for, and all are strong and efficient. A 1.5-liter DC 110 with a manual gearbox kicks off the lineup with 110 horsepower and 260 Nm of torque, 250 Nm with the EDC, capable of 062 miles per hour in 11.6 seconds. If you want more power than that, the 1.6-liter DC130 offers a 20 horsepower hike, plus 320 Nm of torque and a 062 miles per hour time of 10.6 seconds. CO2 emissions range from just 96 gkm to 104 gkm, details of which can be found in the running costs section. A more powerful 165 horsepower diesel, badged DC165 unsurprisingly, joins the lineup in spring 2017 and will likely be paired with top-spec GT trim for the best blend of performance and economy. Those looking for even greater efficiency will like the sound of the DC110 with hybrid assist. It comes with a 48V battery to boost acceleration and efficiency in one hit by reducing the strain on the engine. Gearboxes. Not all engines come with both types of gearboxes, just to keep buyers on their toes. DC130 and DC110 engines come with a choice of 6-speed manual and 7-speed EDC auto gearboxes, while the top-spec GT comes just with the EDC self-shifter. If you want the DC130, it only comes with the manual. The manual gearbox is accurate and fairly slick to use, which is good because you need to work it harder in the lower-powered engines. The only issue is the long throw, which takes away slightly from the involving driving experience. We tried the EDC gearbox in the warm GT model and found it to be slightly indecisive, at least when we pushed on in sport mode. It held on to gears a bit too long at times and then changed up too quickly at others. Flicking to manual mode using the cheap filling paddles is the better option if you want to use it as a sports car. Agile handling, good body control, multi-sense driving modes for a practical estate car. The Megane Sport Tourer has very tidy handling, just like the Megane hatchback it's based on. The steering is lacking and feels slightly, but it's well weighted and accurate, which inspires confidence on faster, twisting roads. Body roll is kept under control very well, too, which is impressive when you consider the car's comfortable suspension setup in regular models. The Sport Tourer feels light on its feet despite its size, meaning there's fun to be had on country roads. Granted, it's not as involving as a Ford Focus Estate and seatly on street, but it's not far off and strikes a great balance between fun and comfort. If you opt for the Sport Tourer in GT trim, it comes with Renault's 4Control 4-wheel steering system. At low speeds the rear wheels turn in the opposite direction to the front wheels to boost maneuverability, while at higher speeds they move in the same direction to aid stability. It's effective at lower speeds to make the Megane feel more agile around town, but at higher speeds it makes the rear of the car feel slightly disconnected from the front. Multi-sense driving modes to tweak the driving experience to your preference. Renault's multi-sense driving modes are available to choose from, including neutral, sport, comfort, eco and perso, which allows you to personalize your own mode. By selecting these different modes, alterations are made to the engine response, steering weight, aircon, engine sound, ambient lighting and digital instrument display, as well as EDC calibration where this gearbox is fitted. For most people in everyday driving, leaving it in neutral or comfort will be the best choice. The Megane is unlike most of its rivals inside. Higher-spec models come with an 8.7-inch Relink 2 portrait-oriented touchscreen which dominates the center console and controls all of the car's functions. It looks great and is very easy to use once you get used to the various menus on offer. The only concern we have is with the area surrounding the screen, which picks up fingerprints very easily. This screen, in combination with the slick digital dials in place of a traditional instrument panel, makes the inside of the Sport Tourer feel really modern and really slick inside. Plastics are largely good quality, the top of the dash and door panels are soft and squidgy, but other areas lower down the interior are a bit scratchier. We've seen worse, though. Like the hatch, the Sport Tourer version of the Megane strikes an excellent balance between comfort and driver fun. The ride is supple and comfortable, even over really rough surfaces, and refinement at all speeds is kept under control. It's a relaxing car to spend time in. Sportier GT models have a stiffer suspension setup and larger alloy wheels, so this is more prone to crashing over harsher bumps in the road. while road noise is more pronounced, too, but the supportive and comfortable sports seats help take the edge off somewhat. 6 trim levels, lots of standard equipment, something to appeal to all. The Megane Sport Tourer has the same trim level lineup as the hatch and is largely in line with other Renault models. That means Expression Plus kicks off the range, moving up to Dynamique Nav, Dynamique S-Nav, Signature Nav, GT Line Nav and tops out at GT Nav. Standard Megane Sport Tourer equipment. The Megane Sport Tourer range kicks off with Expression Plus trim, but it's still generously equipped for the money. It comes with 16-inch alloy wheels, LED daytime running lights, DAB radio, Bluetooth phone connectivity, aircon, cruise control, tire pressure monitoring and electric windows all-round. Step up to Dynamique Nav for automatic lights and wipers, rear parking sensors, digital speedometer, a 7-inch landscape touchscreen, sat-nav, dual-zone climate control, keyless entry, Renault's multi-sense driving modes and ambient lighting, and something it calls Vigio system. This adds lane departure warning, traffic sign recognition and automatic high beam. Dynamique S-Nav steps it up a notch with parking sensors all-round and a reversing camera, 17-inch diamond-cut alloys, darker tinted rear windows and an 8.7-inch portrait touchscreen. For more luxury, Signature Nav comes with 18-inch alloy wheels, LED headlights, black leather upholstery, an auto-dimming rear-view mirror and a Nappa leather steering wheel. If you want sporty looks but the availability of all engines, you'll want GT Line. It has sportier-specific bumpers, unique 17-inch alloy wheels, sports seats and plenty of GT Line badges around the car with silver trim on the mirrors and rear diffuser. GT Nav sits at the top of the range with the same body kit of the GT Line, but also adds 18-inch alloys, 4-control 4-wheel steering, Renault Sport door sills, parking camera, front and rear parking sensors and 8.7-inch Relink 2 infotainment system. Optional extras. Renault has bundled the majority of optional extras into packs to keep things simple, some of which are available on particular trims only. Examples include Parking Pack Premium, hands-free parking, 360-degree parking sensors and blind spot warning. Safety Pack Premium, adaptive cruise control, distance warning and autonomous emergency braking. Horizon Pack, sunroof and auto-dimming mirrors. Look packs, differs between models but makes the car look like the trim above. Bose Pack, Bose sound system upgrade. Alcantara packs, 2 different options available on GT Line and GT Nav trims. The Megane Sport Tourer has strong safety credentials with a 5-star Euro NCAP safety rating. The hatch on which it's based achieved a full 5-star rating thanks to plenty of airbags and various driver assistance systems. Adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, blind spot warning, autonomous emergency braking, safe distance warning, traffic sign recognition and automatic high beam assist are all available on the Megane, several of which are standard, too. We've tested cars with most of this equipment fitted and, while it can interfere too much and alter the driving experience, the Megane systems are well integrated, easy to use and not normally too intrusive. Space in the Megane Sport Tourer isn't quite up to the standards set by the VW Golf Estate, Skoda Octavia Estate or Vauxhall Astra Sport Tourer. Boot space is 521 liters with the rear seats in place, which is almost exactly the same as the car it replaces. This trails the VW's 605 liters, the Skoda's 610 liters and the Vauxhall's 540 liters. Access is good though, thanks to a low, wide opening. With the rear seats folded, space increases to 1,504 liters. It's easy to fold them thanks to levers in the boot, while the parcel shelf can be stowed beneath the boot floor, which itself can be adjusted to a lower level if preferred. There's also an E-divider that pops up from the boot floor to split the front and back of the boot to avoid items sliding around too much. Rear space is better than in the hatch thanks to a slightly higher and longer roof line, however it's still quite sloped so taller passengers might be a little tight for space. Legroom is good, though, and front seat passengers have plenty of room to stretch out too.